All right, there is the view as seen from Carter Mountain as we look off to the west. Yes, some hazy skies out there, a hot day. Some of us dealing with a few isolated downpours that cooled off the temperature but made it quite steamy out. Let's take a look currently at the airport. We're hovering at 90 degrees. The airport hit 94, a dew point of 70, which is quite high. And these numbers are going to remain at elevated levels over the next several days, pretty much all week. 85, the current number at the Valley Airport in Weir's Cave, touched 90, and areas across central Augusta County out toward Stanton and Fishersville, Lyndhurst, and Waynesboro certainly saw some rain. 86 right now in Madison. We're 82 in Palmyra, 86 there in Dillon, 84 in Waynesboro, and 85 currently in Stanton. So the dew points measure moisture content in the atmosphere. It's a better measure. Lower the number, drier the air. Higher the number, the more humidity. We're going to be basically hanging out in the mid 60s to even some low 70s all week and even into the weekend. Here's a look at First Alert Doppler radar showing you the isolated activity that impacted, again, isolated communities this afternoon. But again, you can see some of the clouds here. Some of those will thin out. Can't rule out an additional shower isolated storm, but most of it should remain dry here this evening. You can see a few showers here across southern Nelson, back into Amherst County. That's sliding off to the south and east. Looks like a little shower developing over portions of Madison County at this hour. Temperatures overnight, upper 60s, lower 70s. We'll say partly cloudy to mostly clear skies after any shower chance early. Temperatures tomorrow similar to today, upper 80s to low 90s. Hazy, hot, and humid, not only for tomorrow, the rest of the week, and to take us into the weekend. Hottest stretch so far of this season. The next big thing is, when does the heat wave peak? Well, that coincides with our first alert, and that will be this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday across central Virginia. Air temperatures in the upper 90s. With the humidity, it'll feel close to 105 or so. Do anticipate there'll likely be some heat advisories during that stretch, but that should be the peak of it this go around. High pressure, not only at the surface, but higher up in the atmosphere, is building, and that's going to dominate our forecast really the rest of this week. We'll transition to the tropics. Disturbed weather here west of the Yucatan Peninsula in the Bay of Campeche has the chance to become a named storm this week, and that would be Alberto. And meanwhile, to contrast things, while much of the nation is sweltering, these are winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories for the northern Rockies, portions of Idaho into Montana, and they could see at least 6,000 feet, some appreciable snow here going into tomorrow. Most of the nation dealing with the heat. You can see that building heat that's expanding eastbound thanks to a big ridge in the atmosphere. Something isolated early this evening. Otherwise, it's partly cloudy to mostly clear, muggy overnight, upper 60s, lower 70s to start the day, and then temperatures tomorrow similar to where we were this afternoon, upper 80s and low 90s. We'll do it again on Wednesday, a muggy start in the morning. Those afternoon highs, once again, for many of us, topping out in the low 90s. So for tonight, skies return partly cloudy, mostly clear, upper 60s, lower 70s. Here it is with our heat wave building this week. Temperatures continue in the 90s. The peak of the heat is set for this weekend. First alert weather days because of the heat and the oppressive humidity. Maybe a week from today, our next best chance of showers and storms.
All right, Eric, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, things are adding up for some